good morning, ladies and gentlemen. You already know who this be. JP with that PMP, dropping some seeds to help you grow your business, man. I hope you guys are having a fabulous day. I am not too happy right now with myself, and the reason for that is I didn't go to the gym like I was supposed to. It's on my schedule, and I didn't do it. I'm pretty much, I'm gonna give myself about a 90% person that sticks to his schedule. I fell off. I fell off, went to sleep late last night. I had an issue with one of my properties in LA. And the topic that I want to talk about today is about second opinions and reviews, online reviews, when why they're so important for you and your business and even people that you deal with. So, two examples. Number one, I have a property that's located at 1268 Rose Avenue in Mentone. Some of you guys that are realtors with my company have probably done open houses there and have seen the property. Well, we did a fantastic job with the rehab. It was actually a really quick rehab. It's a small home, shows really great. Love the background. The background has mountains. It's a beautiful piece of property, very quiet. If the city of Mentone, if you've never heard of it, you gotta check it out. It's real cool. Cool little small town. But anyways, long story short, the property, everything in Mentone is not city, so it's town. So most of the properties are going to sit on septic tanks, right? So anyways, my normal usual procedures, okay, let's get the septic tank pumped out, right? There's one fee for that. And then there's a second fee for the certification, so you can get it certified. So long story short, send them out there, send out the company comes back and says, hey, tank looks great. It's a new tank, by the way. And the leach lines are going into your neighbor's yard. I said, what? Yeah, they're going straight into your neighbor's yard. Now, if you guys don't know how a septic tank looks, a septic tank basically looks like a pill, like one of those Advil pills, the round ones. And in the middle has like a division. And when the waste comes in from the main home, the solids stay on one side of the tank, and the water rises to the top, and it goes to the other side, right, of the tank. And on the other side of the tank, when that fills up, then you got an outlet of pipes going out, which are called leach lines, and basically they go into your property, they go into your yard. A lot of people say, oh, that's disgusting, that's nasty. Yeah, but the reality is that the leach lines are so deep that they tend to be about, and it varies, right, but I'm going to guesstimate about 10 feet down. And when when waste is that low in the water, usually it goes even further down, right? So it's not like it comes up to your dirt. So a lot of people trip out on that. But anyways, long story short, we got the report back, and it says, hey, tank looks great, but I couldn't certify your leach line because your leach lines are going into your neighbor's yard. I can't certify that, blah, 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 blah. So I kind of tripped out on that. I was like, well, number one, it's a new tank, right? So I was like, okay, well, it's a new tank. Well, if it's a new tank, I'm sure those are new leach lines. And if they're new leach lines, what neighbor would allow their neighbor to go into their property and run their leach lines? And then on top of that, the neighbor the neighbor has a driveway going above the leach lines. So that didn't make any sense to me. I was like, you know what, this doesn't make any sense. We install septic tanks in our properties all the time, and I know exactly how they operate and how they work. Long story short, I asked the guy, well, that's surprising. Oh, it is. We ran the lines and we have cameras and, we can meet you out there, and a bunch of BS, right? Knowing damn well I'm not going to go out there. But anyways, I said, well, how much is the fee? So $7,500. I was $7,500. And that's a lot for me, guys, because I know that I can get septic tanks for $2,200 to $2,500, depending on the size. There's 500, there's 1,000, and there's 1,500 gallon tanks, right? The more restrooms you have, the more of a tank you need. So long story short, I called my workers. I said, you know what? I don't know. Something about this whole situation doesn't sound right. So go grab a tractor, open up the leach lines, and let's see what the hell's going on. Well, number one, I wasn't happy about doing that, and the reason for that is because I just put new grass down. It cost me like $2,000. So we ended up going back in there with the tractor and ran over all the grass, messed everything up. So at this point, I'm really mad, right? I'm really mad. And it's not my workers' fault, nobody's fault, other than this is the septic tank company strategy. This is what they were trying to do. We open up the leach lines, and behold, check it out. The leach lines actually aren't going into my neighbor's yard. They actually have a 90-degree elbow, which is actually turning them back into my property. So I'm super mad, right? I'm just mad, really mad, because number one, you try to screw me over, Number two, I just messed up my yard, right? Number three, I had to rent a tractor. Number four, I have to pay employees. Number five, we have to, because we messed up when we were digging, we messed up the leach lines. We had to put new leach lines down. So it was a mess, super big mess. Boom. Long story short, called up the septic company, told them, hey, listen, we got photos. Check it out. This is what's going on here. Oh, that I don't know about that. I can't believe it. I'm going to definitely have to go check it out myself. Yada, yada, yada. Anyways, long story short, guess what? He never called me back. Not even for his $950 fee that he wanted to charge me. So I'm pissed, right? So I'm like, okay, well, I just messed up my entire property. It is what it is. Got the work done. Ended up costing me about, I'm gonna say about $3,000. So instead of paying $7,500, I paid $3,000. But I should have never paid that because they lied to me. They lied to me. Boom. Pay the labor, paid everything. Called another septic company out there. Asked the septic company, hey man, I need to get this tank certified. He said, well, it's gonna be $950 because we gotta pump it. I said, it's already pumped. You don't need to pump it. Oh, okay. Well, nobody's used it. I said, no, the house has been vacant for 3 months. I've been fixing it up. Nobody's been using the restroom. Maybe a little bit, right, with the workers, but nothing that's going to fill up a 1,000-gallon tank. He said, wow, this, and this. Anyways, they go back out there. They charge me $950. Oh, and there's a repair that my workers didn't see, and neither did the other septic companies see. Supposedly, says, well, there's a crack. There's a crack on the intake from when it's coming in from the house into the tank. There's a crack there, and we need to fix that. Long story short, ladies and gentlemen, I didn't want to deal with this shit anymore. I was done at this point. $1,100. So for a mistake that the septic company made, because not even a mistake, trying to rob me, basically what it was. It ended up costing me, I'm going to say total of all said and done, about $4,000 with the septic cert. It's like everybody is trying to screw you over at every corner. Right? The life of an investor, the things that we have to deal with. But if I wasn't sharp enough, I would have paid probably the $7,500 and been lied to. What would I do differently this time around? I think this time around, instead of putting a tractor trailer on top of my yard, right, and just going crazy on the yard, what I should have done is I should have just dug right at the end of the outlet of the septic tank, and just to see where that, it would give me a good idea if it's actually facing towards my neighbor's yard, the leach lines, or if it was coming. I should have just done that, and I didn't. So another mistake, hard learned lesson. I've been doing this for a long time. There's always lessons to be learned. Last night, back to the original story. Last night, I get a call from a good friend of mine. He works with my company. He's doing a lockout for me in LA, right? The tenant told me 10 a.m. Tenant was not ready to move out 10 a.m. So we ended up getting giving him an extension till 5 p.m. Long story short, locksmith shows up at 5 p.m. and the locksmith starts changing doorknobs. And check this out, guys. My guy that was there was telling me, well, we want the property secured. We want to make sure that nobody breaks in. Tell us what we got to do. Well, he's charging me $375 per doorknob that he's changing. $375. Ladies and gentlemen, he changed 1, 2, 3 doorknobs, and he changed, and he added 2 locks to the front gate and the back gate. Guess how much? $1,300. The guy was there for 5 hours, basically milking me. So they called me around 9:30 at night. I'm already asleep, right? Because I go to the gym early in the morning. Number one, they wake me up from the sleep. I'm pissed off at the fact that I'm hearing a bill of $1,400 for 3 doorknobs and 2 locks. And the guy, the locksmith, is adamant. You're going to pay me. So I just called the police. Said this guy's trespassing on my property, doesn't want to leave, blah, 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 blah. Then his boss calls me around 10:30 at night, right? We're waiting for the police to show up to the property in LA. His boss calls me and is demanding that I pay the $1,400. So, super highway robbery. Listen, guys, think about this. A doorknob or a deadbolt costs about $35 at Home Depot. 3 of them, $110, $120. I understand there's labor involved. I understand they're licensed and bonded, so it's always going to be more expensive. But $1,400? Highway robbery. Long story short, I offered him $500. That's the maximum I'm going to give you. We're going back and forth. $700. Take it or leave it. If not, I'm going to have your boy arrested for trespassing. They took the the $700 back to the getting a second opinion. In our training sessions that we do here at the company, and every single day, we always hear the customer that says, "Hey, I want to get a second opinion. I want to get a second opinion." You can't blame them for getting a second opinion, ladies and gentlemen, because of this crap that happens. Right? Happened to me, so it can happen to you, and it's probably happened to your customer. So when they say, "Hey, I want to get a second opinion," you shouldn't be afraid of a second opinion. All right? In fact, I take that as that's fantastic. This way they can compare my presentation, my product, with the other realtor's presentation or their product. And if I'm better than they are, then I deserve the job. If the other realtor's better than I am, well, then they deserve the job. Right? Make sense? Take some notes, ladies and gentlemen. When you're going through this process of fix and flip or anything like that, always get a second opinion. Don't ever just go with whatever you're told the first time. We'll see you guys on the next one. You guys have a fantastic day. It is Thirsty Thursdays. PMP. We out. Have a great day.
I was a bat out of hell. One look at me, you think that I was destined to fail. 16 with the homies, ended up in a cell. And my crimes got much bigger on a different scale. Used to run around the hood, throwing my name up. Now they can't tame me and can't smoke enough. Man, this shit getting old, must be growing up. Any lesson life was teaching, I was showing up. You know I gotta thank my mama for her holding us down. 4 kids, she a soldier, nothing breaking her down. Welfare, food stamps, and toes to the ground. She the reason why we get it, how we getting it now. And thank God for my big bro Lorenzo, yo. Put some clothes on our backs when our funds got low. Yeah, I really came from nothing, I stay humble, bro. Grind hard and I hustle, that's the life I know. Yeah, so many things done changed. Deep rooted with my brothers, they gon' know our name. Told Ricardo, ain't no felon, we gon' kill this game. And if we take a couple losses, we gon' build on pain. See, whatever didn't break us, that's what's making us now. 17, became a father, had a reason to smile. You go hard or go broke, you can't live in denial. I chose one, went dumb and started winning in style. Fast forward 10 years, selling cribs to the people. 5 companies deep, hardest working Latinos. All muscle boy like a 6'5" El Camino. We the Ponce brothers, reppin' San Bernardino. Yeah, we do this for familia. You know, behind every great man is a great woman holding us down. Yeah. And our seeds are the next generation. And we teach them everything we know, so that they may build on what we built, until they all the way up.